Is a week of lunches I made for my husband to stop him from spending a small fortune on food in London. If you've seen these videos before, you'll know that I start with some very bland oven-baked chicken and make it into something that's actually worth eating. He actually requested a little bit less bread in his lunches, so I thought I'd start the week with a Caesar salad. Of course, I didn't waste that delicious bacon fat and I used it to make some croutons. I boiled up some baby potatoes from the garden that I've had in storage, and they are great in a salad because they help to bulk it out and keep it filling. And it's times like this I get very jealous of my husband's metabolism because this kind of salad is not low in calories. For his sweet snack, I'd made these white chocolate and macadamia nut Subway imitation cookies, which was so good. And he was leaving really early the next day, so I made him breakfast as well, which was honey and blueberries and yogurt. I can only assume the next day he went on a roller coaster holding his lunchbox because the yogurt was all over the inside of it, so had to give that a quick clean before moving on to the next day's lunch. I had some leftover sausages, which I chopped up with the chicken, and some sweet corn to bulk it out. You guys always ask me how to fold a tortilla wrap, and I actually learned from watching El Burrito Monster. You know, you learn so much useful stuff on this app. I hate wasting food, and making banana bread has now become one of my weekly snacks. I used up some homemade vanilla essence too, and make sure you save your banana skins to use in the garden. So I could only manage 2 days of not giving him any bread, and then by the third day I had to make a fresh batch of focaccia. This was a wholemeal focaccia, and I don't add any toppings because you get all the flavour from the sandwich filling. In went the leftover sausage and chicken sandwich filler from the day before, and he actually rang me to complain that I had made his van so messy. Not exactly sure how it's my fault that he doesn't know how to eat a sandwich without making a mess, but I guess, yeah, that was a bit of a messy filler. So of course, to show him I listen, the next day I made him a much less messy sandwich filler. This was basically a BLT with mozzarella drizzled with some balsamic glaze and mayonnaise. His job is super physical, and he goes to the gym to train after work, as well as having severe ADHD. So this might seem like a lot of food to some people, but he will absolutely burn this off throughout the day. On Friday, I got some sausage rolls I'd made out of the freezer and cooked these straight from frozen. It was the last day of school before half term, so I made my children's favourite lunch snack, which is a quiche. I added ham and cheese, and I would have loved to add broccoli or spring onions or something like that, but if I did, my children would refuse to eat it. I also made a huge batch of crispy garlic chili oil, which I use for loads of different things, but of course this time I had to put it in my husband's sandwich. I found some leftover avocado going gross at the back of the fridge, so I made it into a very quick avocado mayonnaise to spread on the base of the sandwich. I just love disguising leftovers in my husband's lunches the next day. It saves food waste, and it means that I don't have to eat it in my lunch the next day either. If you've never tried putting crispy chili oil in a sandwich, then this is your sign to do it because it was delicious. I hope you guys are enjoying watching this series as much as my husband is enjoying eating all this food.